Yeah, dude, my Longhorns look good. He said, well, what about the Quinn Ewers injury? Dude, Arch is looking pretty good, and like they're not going to play anybody. Here's their schedule coming up. It's okay. Here's the thing. I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I don't know if Quinn Ewers is really hurt. You know, if you look at coming into the season, Steve Sarkisian was pretty much adamant about having Arch Manning, kind of play. And like this is the perfect stretch to have him play. Like Quinn Ewers, okay, we got past Michigan. Hey, go score a couple touchdowns. Go down with an injury early second quarter. Let Arch Manning then play pretty much 3 quarters and finish out the game against UTSA. You're gonna play, and then he's gonna play UL Monroe, Mississippi State, right? He said, Steve Sarkisian said coming into the season, we want to get Arch Manning playing time. Like it's the perfect time. And guess what? There's no quarterback controversy. I mean, people talking about it, but there's no quarterback controversy. If you would have said, "Hey, we're gonna sit," there you go. That's a little bit easier on my eyes. There we go. A little easier on the eyes. We're gonna sit. Quinn Ewers for Arch Manning. That raises some quarterback controversy type stuff. But by having Quinn Ewers go down with an oblique strain injury, how do you test for that? You don't really, I don't even know if you can test for that. Just, I hurt there when I do certain things. kind of interesting injury, I guess. And it was kind of interesting to see it happen on the field because it was like you're still jogging down the field. He just points towards his side to the coach. And then runs the next play, and then just kind of like lays down, and it is kind of weird. It was kind of weird, but it removes suspicion that Manning's being played while Quinn Ewers is not being played. Right? Quinn Ewers is just hurt and injured, so he can't play. And you got a couple of games. Arch Manning needs to get in there, start a game, go through a whole game rep. And he'll probably have 2 games where he'll be able to do that. If it's not going well, you probably just hand the ball off, go lock up the win, move on. Ewers, that's why, and that's why they've labeled him like almost day to day. It's like they didn't even label him week to week. I think they did say he's week to week, but I don't think there's any reason to suspect that 1, there's a quarterback controversy, or 2, this might not have been just planned from the beginning. Hey, because Ewers doesn't have anything to prove against UL Monroe, UTSA even, and Mississippi State, who doesn't look good, even though that'll be their first SEC conference matchup. Like they don't look good, so that's plenty of time for Arch Manning to kind of get in there, play, and he might even be playing more in kind of the second back end of the schedule as they get past Georgia. This is just a perfect time. Like, hey. You probably talk to maybe Quinn preseason, before the season, and say, hey, you know what? Let's have you maybe get past Michigan, kind of sideline you for maybe a couple weeks, have Arch Manning step in. I mean, would you be cool with that? I'm sure Quinn's probably like, yeah. I mean, I got nothing to prove against, UL Monroe, UTSA, and Mississippi State. So I do think that there might have been a planned injury. That's my conspiracy theory, but it might not be that. It might be a legit injury. I just find it really suspicious timing and the way it went down is all, because it's like the perfect time to have an oblique strain right now in the schedule. Like it's not during the Michigan game. It's not like right before you play Oklahoma. Right, it's right after you get past what could have been perceived as a tough game against Michigan, and you got a few weeks here before you go play 2 back-to-back tough games. So yeah, I think it could have just been planned that way. That way you got Arch Manning playing time, because Sark's kind of said that, like, hey, we're gonna get Arch Manning playing time this year. He sounded pretty confident when he did say it. So that's just kind of what I think. I mean, Quinn Ewers has looked very polished. There is no quarterback controversy there. Like, Quinn Ewers looks like the real deal. there's been times where Manning definitely just has those moments of he just hasn't been in the game enough, and that's it. Like, other than that, like he's got speed that his uncles and dad never showed. So yeah, he just has the skill. He just doesn't have the experience, and that's just what they need to get him. And I think that's one reason why Quinn had an injury.